Hi here, Finns here. I'm back for another one of my independent reviews, giving my review of all 35 entries for this year's Eurovision Song Contest 2026 that will take place in Vienna, Austria. The next artist, well, the next country on my list even is Italy. Italia. Yes. And the singer is Sal, and the song is Per Sempre Sì. Yes, we're getting a bit of a vintage disco vibe of Italy. I was very surprised we selected this genre of music. Usually we have Italian ballads. Usually done the rock entry with Maneskin. So it is a very different genre to go for. Kind of vintage disco from the 70s or 80s. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this genre. I'm going to say it does feel a little bit on the dated side. But Sal sings it very well. I do love his facial expressions, The sea, the earth, that Messiah, it's very Italian. I like the Italian flavour, and the way you have to squinch his eyes to get those notes out there, which I'm not mad about. I don't complain about. As Jessie J once said on The Voice, if you have to pull funny faces to get those notes out, you pull those funny faces and see the wonderful career she's had the last 10 years. Um, but Sal, going back to Sal, I like him as a performance. I know this song is about his marriage. When we saw his wife in the London Eurovision party, she's stunning. I think they've had a marriage for almost 40 years. Ah, bless. Yeah, lovely marriage. I'm not a big fan of this song compared to some people have been. Like, some people, it's quite popular with some people, I mean, I don't know what got over them to say that it's a popular song and that, maybe it brings people closer together. I mean, I can't explain it. You might as well ask someone else. I just think the whole thing's ludicrous, really. But, if it's popular with people, it's nostalgia, I guess. I just think if San Marino sent this wouldn't qualify. If Spain sent this, if they wanted to compete ever again, if they were ever sent this would be bottom five for them. I just think Italy being Italy, it's always the power of Italy, I do think this is one of their weaker entries, But, Sal does perform it very well, with a lot of passion and a lot of facial expression, and a lot of Italian things, which I do like that. It does give the performance a bit more flavour, a bit more of an identity. But the song in itself it's okay. It's 70%. It's not a winner. Will this finish in the top 10? I don't know, because I don't know how international juries are gonna respond to this. Okay, Italian juries liked it in San Remo, I get that, but outside of Italy and outside Balkan regions, I don't know. Because it is a bit of a dated disco vibe, though. So, or I could be completely wrong about this. But I can't see the juries massively going for this. I can't see it be like last year where I could understand why juries did get behind it because of the emotion of the song. I don't know. But last year you could see that song played on some radio stations and being a bit more modern. This does feel a little bit on the dated side with the disco vibe, but hey, maybe I'm completely wrong. Sometimes I think Italy won't make the top 10 and they do. I just think it will be on the right hand side of the leaderboard this year because I just can't see all music experts ranking it that high. But I could be completely wrong. I don't know. I really, really don't know at this point. I'm giving Italy a 6. Decent. I think Sal's a good performer. It's grown on me. People like it. I get it. There's always going to be love for the Italian entry. It's just not my cup of tea of song genre-rise. But hey, he didn't need Boy George to perform with him. So yeah, he's a good singer, and I'm glad Italy have gone for a more mature artist. With Sal, it's had a bit of experience, and he's doing pre-parties as well. So, and he's quite, established artist, and actually, because Italy don't always do the pre-parties. They always have busy schedules of that. But I appreciate Sal taking time and his busy schedule to do some of the pre-parties this year. That I think that was good. So thank you, Sal, for that. I don't know where this will finish on the. I really don't know. I don't know if it will finish in the top 10, but I could be completely wrong. I don't know. It's not that high with the bookies either. But then it might climb. Oh, I don't know. I'm worried they're going to give him dancers. We'll find out in a few days' time, but I'm worried they're going to give him dancers and it's going to be too much. Because at least with Angeli Mango, at least that was a dancey song, more modern. That did fit having dancers. This, I would prefer Sal on his own. But it's if they're going to give him dancers with glitzy costumes and a big mirror ball and it's just like he might get the San Marino effect. That's the thing. But we'll wait and see until we see the pictures for first rehearsals for Italy. But comment down below in the comments section below what you think of the Italian entry. I'll be back for one more independent review, and I'm sure I've saved the best to last. Until then, goodbye, people. Goodbye and ciao. And the storia, the